Alright guys and girls, so what we have here right now is Alpha 100's new backpack, the Pathfinder. Some of you may know that the Pathfinder has been in development for maybe 2 years, even more. We did a lot of R&D on it, and in fact some of that R&D trickled down to the EV8 1.5, primarily the Hana system from the Pathfinder. But now that the EV8 1.5 is out and doing well on its own, we are circling back to the Pathfinder. Now, before I do anything else, let's get one thing out of the way. The one question I always get about backpacks is this: will the Pathfinder stand up on its own if it's whether loaded or partially loaded? The pack right now has just got stuffing inside. That means it's not even loaded with anything heavy and it's standing on its own. With that out of the way, let's get down to it, starting with the specifications of the Pathfinder. The Alpha 100 Pathfinder is a 25-liter pack. It measures 19.5 inches tall. It starts at the base at 12.5 inches, tapers to the top at 10.5. The depth or the side of the pack is approximately 7 inches, and that's divided between 5.5 inches for the main compartment and 1.5 inches for the laptop compartment. The Alpha 100 is made specifically out of Dimension Polyans X42 fabric, with 210 denier ripstop nylon on the inside. This pack has a total of 6 compartments, plus 4 mesh zippered pockets on the inside in the main compartment. The 6 compartments include the front zipper, the quick access, 2 flat zippered pockets on the sides, the main compartment, and of course the laptop compartment. Now let's have a look at the compartments on the Pathfinder, starting from the front. The front has a vertical compartment, a zippered access from both sides, making it ambidextrous. This idea came from someone in the EDC community. Part of the feedback was, since the Pathfinder is not a pack designed to hold a beaver tail, where can I hang my jacket? So making this ambidextrous, allowing a pass-through, you can always put your jacket through when you need to carry one. The back wall of this front compartment has loop sized in such a way and large enough to be able to hold one of our organizers inside. This front compartment is also sized in such a way so that it can hold one of Alpha 100's new search tag pouch. Now, on top of the zippered front compartment, you will find a quick access pocket that is lined with Nylax. Now moving along, let's have a look at the side of the Pathfinder. Here you will find a water bottle pouch, a flat one, a new design that we have incorporated, a non-removable single compression strap using a Woojin magnetic buckle, and one of our side zippered pockets. Now the flat water bottle pouch is large enough because due to its elastic expansion, it's big enough, large enough to be able to hold a Nalgene bottle. Now the side zippered pocket has got 2 sleeves inside that's large enough to be able to hold, in this case, a Surefire light and a multi-tool. It also comes with a single key holder that you can detach and also put it on the other side because there's D-rings on both side pockets. Now, the side zipper pocket also has a reinforced buttonhole that allows you essentially to put a cable through from the inside out or outside in. And we'll touch on this when we get to the main compartment. Now let's have a look at the inside of the main compartment, but before we do, zippered access to the smaller pockets outside is via number 8 reverse coil zippers from YKK and number 10 reverse coil zippers from YKK for the main compartment and the laptop compartment. As I mentioned before, the inside of the Pathfinder is lined with 210 denier ripstop nylon. On one side you have 2 zippered mesh pockets, which is pretty much a standard on Alpha 100 packs. and a single D-ring to hold smaller Matroskaya pouches. On the back wall, you will find two vertical lines of loop. This is for you to mount the optional PALS panel that was originally introduced with the Evade 2.0. The same panel will fit into this pack. You will also notice that on both sides we have two zippered mesh pockets. So you can essentially have quick access stuff inside here, but in my case, I put one of my power banks on one of these mesh pockets, routed through the reinforced buttonhole so that I can charge my phone in one of the outside zippered pockets. You will also notice on the back wall at the top there are D-rings for you to be able to hold the Matroskaya pouches. Next we have the laptop compartment. Now on this side of the wall, as mentioned, the Pathfinder comes with the Type 1 organizer that's mounted onto a pretty large loop patch. Below it you have two elastic mesh pockets, and I have the charging unit for the MacBook here inside for reference, so to give you an idea of what you can put inside here. Behind the organizer is a padded sleeve for your documents. On the opposing wall, you have your laptop sleeve and your tablet sleeve. Now, for this particular sleeve, we made some changes from the last design that we had for the Evade. We wanted to make sure that the sleeve was large enough not to hold just MacBooks or slim laptops. So what we did was we took a slice of the demographics of laptops being used, and we came to the conclusion that the laptop sleeve needs to be able to hold something as slim as a MacBook 16, and all the way up to, say, possibly an Alienware laptop. For that to happen, we wanted to make sure that the laptop sleeve can hold a block that's, say, 15 inches tall, 10 and 3/4 inches wide, and 1 inch thick. But we didn't want it to be just one big laptop sleeve. So what we did was we changed the design to something relatively new. It's a pleated, padded side and bottom. So if you have a slim laptop, the pleated sides and the bottom will try and keep it as flat as realistically possible. But when you have a thick laptop, it will expand. For the front pocket for the tablet, it's being held in place using magnets. And the magnetic buckle will hold everything in place using adjustable elastic webbing. One last thing to note. In the Evade series, our laptops came with a 1 inch thick removable foam. However, in the Pathfinder, the laptop sleeve has been brought upwards. It's 1.5 inches from the base. So the removable padding is no longer inside the sleeve. It suspends enough that you never have to worry about your laptop hitting the ground when you drop the backpack onto the floor. So finally we come to the back of the Pathfinder and the Hana system. So as I mentioned at the start of the video, a lot of R&D went into the Pathfinder that eventually trickled down to the Evade. And one of it is the Hana system. It started with the Pathfinder. Now, the Pathfinder harness retains exactly the same harness that has found on the Evade with one exception. The two mesh paddings. The two mesh paddings on the back, the profile has been reduced. We retain the luggage pass-through. The design of the strap is still the same, with the same layering of foam, but the one change is the use of a fitlock buckle as part of the center strap. The other thing that we did is to add webbing management. So for this, we included Woojin's web adjuster, so you can adjust the excess strap the way you want it. And finally, we also made sure that we retain the webbings in the side so that you can use the optional padded hip belt when required. So that about summarizes the Alpha 100's new Pathfinder backpack. So we are looking forward to getting this thing out to you. Once again, guys, thank you very much for your support today. We really appreciate it. If you have any questions about the Pathfinder, please do not hesitate. Email us, send us a message via Facebook, Instagram, whatever, whichever way is best for you. We will get back to you and get your answers, your questions answered as soon as we can. Thank you.